Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4 with Black Ice. Yay. Been fun, is fun, gonna be fun. As you can see, done a little bit more organizing. Got the Ost front, or East front, West front, and Nord front. Sort of Nord front is just getting ready to invade, well, protection, or invade Denmark, but it's going to eventually be sort of the occupation and everything up here in Norway. West front, well, first I guess Ost front we're going to get, because this is not going to be a battle I don't believe, so we'll fight there and then we'll shift a lot of the forces to the West front, that kind of thing, and eventually we'll create a Sud front to deal with the Mediterranean in time. But well, let's continue. Okay, cool. Oil plants. So in 39 we'll research that and will allow us to build synthetic rubber plants, which we want to do. Let's do that. Get all of our production in order. I know I've talked in other series the difference between the two basic types of wars or battles or whatever. One is the battle of attrition, and in which production and all of that matters greatly. The other is battles of decision, meaning if you can charge into France and capture the victory points, and that, then you can do that as a battle of decision. You don't have to wear down the French armed forces. But if you get stalemated and sitting along long defense lines, oh, see, I meant to click here. Now, see, these buttons are very close and are actually overlapping. Looks like a little bit here. If you've looked at, I know this will be a few days after it now, but the dev diary that Avbeard wrote up, that they're going to now, with country customization, that you'll be able to hide all but, say, the German, if you're playing as Germany, of the special tech types here. So all this would go away. I think that's a good idea. Oh, I'm sort of kind of like looking here to see what the other enemies might be building, but I don't know really how useful. Oh, what could they have? You know, so I think it will be good with that. So that will help the. Oh, and on the air, because I've been sort of reluctant and working under the assumption until I got informed, and then I asked about tech companies for air and tanks. I think Panzeroo and crew are wrong. No. These, like Alket here, is only in effect while it's in effect. Meaning, in Hearts of Iron 4, as opposed to Black Ice, the tech company that you have active while you research a new vehicle model is the one that determines the bonuses of that model for its lifetime of production. With Black Ice, vehicles get good and bad, or good and whatever, in different ways as you change these. So if I'm not going to be worrying about a lot of fighters, if I remove this and change it to a bomber company, I lose all these benefits. These are dynamic benefits, which I vehemently disagree with this. I mean, it isn't quite a deal breaker for me, but it's getting close. Not just because it's not the way Hearts of Iron 4 does it or something, but I think the company should be research based to set the models, and then and just have it that way, and not this dynamic, because it's just silly. Change a tech company and you're producing. You change a tech company from, say, a fighter company to a bomber company. How does that make fighters any worse or better that are currently being produced? If you want to change emphasis or focus of your Air Force, say, do that here. So you can have somebody who's bomber support, strategic bombing or something like that. Vaver, who's died here, but you could have Vaver, say, and if he's in charge of the Air Force, then you lower priority on fighters, and increase priority on bombers, that kind of thing. That's where it should happen, as you choose that and or other military high commands, and not in the tech companies for sure. These are the research and production, and so I was wrong about my understanding of the way Black Ice works, and I think the way Black Ice works is wrong. Obviously it works that way, but I don't think that's a good way to have it working. Okay, well, let's increase, or let's research this since it doesn't matter. Okay, Panzer Battalion, Panzer IIIs. You have received some Panzer III tanks. Congratulations. Here is a small template. You can start putting them to use. Okay. Let's go in and take a look at that. I guess it's down here on the bottom. Okay. So yeah, just a single. But I suspect by doing that, we could, start adding that battalion to existing divisions if we had enough. But we have like 5 tanks. Yay, 5 tanks. Which is better than 0 tanks, but not enough to equip anything at this point, which is quite historic. I think they had maybe more than 5 at this point, but not by a whole lot. Okay, and now for the things that, obviously I was bitching and moaning about the tech companies, here I really like this, that you now have the opportunity to potentially, once you get that, to research the Martyr and that. Okay, so, well, since we have the bonus, we'll take that. And Italy announces claims on Yugoslavian territory. That's from a National Focus, I believe. Which I'm not too sure that I like at this moment. Some of the NFs for Italy are not ideal. Okay, heavy aircraft factories, level 3, that's great. And we now have enough political power to research somebody else. So at some point here I'm going to retake another look at some of these companies. So, Let's see, world tension more than 50%. We're only at 18, so we can't quite get there yet. Yeah, I think that's for the best. So, well, division attrition is very, very costly, so we'll do that. Okay, anti-comm intern pack. Great. Now that opens up some more possibilities eventually here. December 37. We're going to do Anschluss. Start that now. Let's push a little bit on shipyards. Help with that somewhat. We will be getting a bonus of civil and military factories once we get Austria, so that sort of balances out there a bit. Okay, radio detection, that's very good. So, let's see, we're not ready to start those just yet, but I think what we're going to do is yeah, we can start that. Something like this we can, once in a few days, 38 comes around. Wow, more factories, good. I think we're going to wait to research the next level of Panzer IIs before upgrading. And build cost goes up, so let's see, let's increase fighter production. A little bit. Well, now that we're in 38, let's get this done first because it reduces research time everywhere. So earliest, greatest magnification over the whole game. See, we had been at 5. That's dealing with things. So keep expanding our...
Zuhören! Ausrücken!
And now, let's see, yes, I want to wait until we get more, better dive bombers, so let's prove that. Okay, and we're now needing more rubber. We'll get it from the Netherlands. Hopefully any factories they build from our ICs we'll be able to take later on. That is part of my calculus as to who I'm dealing with. Anglo-Irish trade war ends. That's good for them, bad for us, maybe, I don't know. We want the Irish upset. The British, okay. Shipyards, level 5, good. Should be helping all of these get through production a little faster. There we are. The Henschel. So now that we have that, next time we get another factory, we will see about researching and producing a dive bomber type. Slush, okay. Yeah.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Oh good, looks like it worked. The bug has, I think, been fixed.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
I'm not referring to anything with black ice, but there was a bug for a while, I guess.
Ausrücken!
Yes.
Ausrücken!
Starting to say too much.
Ausrücken! Befehle!
What is this unit like? Schnell division. Okay, well, Tankettes. Lich tractors. You know what we're gonna do here is, because so I remember using this Schnell division in Hearts of Iron 3 a lot as a, you know, okay-ish, somewhat weak but still effective division, because you know you'd mix around you know, brigade type, you know, reorganized brigades and whatever. But see, I'm looking at this and I'm fine with the you know, some of the Austrian equipment here, but I'm not going to keep producing basic tankettes or, you know, these weird Lich tractors kind of things, which they didn't do. They did have some stuff, but not quite that. Well, I don't know the name, but they weren't Mark IV type or 7s or whatever type British things. We're not going to keep producing those, and obviously, as you can see here, they got 18 out of 60 and 12 out of 40, so that means they're under strength. So this would be sort of silly to keep this division. So, I'm not used to, yeah, change divisional templates. Yeah, let's go with this Lich division here. So, We now have that. It'll keep a little bit of its recon equipment and obviously things like that. But we'll need a bunch of other equipment. So that's what I suggest you do when you have a unit that requires productions of oddball things like that. Okay, let's see. Civilian works. Okay. We're gonna go with that. Infrastructural. Chief of the Navy, Reader or Carl Donuts? We're going to go with a Reader. Not just because it's historical, he's a better shot at having a better surface navy for even minor actions. There's, you know, the idea of, hey, we're gonna oh yeah, we want to do this. Hey, we're gonna try to defeat the excuse me, the British High Seas Fleet, which would probably be ridiculous, but you still might want a good fleet to control the Baltic, or good actions for invading Norway or whatever, and raiding convoys is not helpful in that so much. Okay, another civil factory. I'm just thinking for combination of trade, and then I want to build a few of these, and the more civil factories will get that going faster. Now we're going to go with the fighter bomber type. Give it an extra factory. Let's pump it to the top. Let's give it, well, I want more fighters. A lot more fighters. Well, let's wait for the next model of Panzer II to come out. I don't know if there's much to choose between them at this moment. What equipment do we need here? Okay, that's to fill the... Let's wait until we fill up the Austrian army here for a moment. Okay, well... these numbers are exaggerated. Let's increase Panzer II production anyways. Well, since we're increasing production, might as well. That just runs that. Towed anti-air. How are we doing for towed anti-air? Because so far nobody's using it. 3,000. So that's doing only 5. So we'll increase towed anti-air. Because once we put it, you know, sort of system-wide it'll be a big hit. There we go. Well, we're going to end the episode there. We've got Austria, so that really makes defense of Czechoslovakia, as I showed my last series, hopeless. Even more so for the AI. So like I said, we're going to end the episode here. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking the video. And come back next time for more continuations of building up Germany, getting ready for the big show. See you next time.